Hey everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to another important session on government schemes, and the topic that we are going to cover today, it is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. Alright, and this scheme, just like every other scheme that we have covered, it is important from all the examination point of view. And before starting that, it's a request to our new audience, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this lecture and every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. And the link of our Telegram channel, it is given below in the description box, right? So see, if I talk about India, 30 to 40% of fruits and vegetables, they get wasted. The reason could be many. It could be due to poor storage facilities, or due to poor supply management, or due to the lack of knowledge that how to use these products or the raw materials, right? So for this, the government, they came up with this PM Kisan Sampada scheme, and we are going to cover much more about it in the further slides. See, wouldn't it be great that the tomatoes that were rotted, they could have used to make ketchup, right? Or the potatoes, they could be used to make chips, right? So basically, under this scheme, that is PM Kisan Sampada scheme, what is the concept here? If we go for the this term Sampada, what does it mean? So basically, this is a scheme for agro-marine processing. So agro means all the agriculture products, right? Vegetable, fruits, anything. Then marines mean that is related to water, for example, fishes, right? Then processing. So what does this term processing means in agriculture? See, basically any product that is being converted into a processed food, everything that is made from agriculture, that is known as processed food, right? So this process is known as agro processing. All right, so here we are talking about this processing, that conversion of the fruits, vegetable, any agriculture product or marine product into something different, right? So here and development of agro-processing cluster. So here the aim of the scheme is to first encourage the agro-marine processing so that the food does not get wasted, and along with it, it also deals with the development of such processing, agro-processing clusters, because see, here in India, the infrastructure is still not great if we talk about agro-processing industries, right? So here the aim is to tackle with both the situation, to promote this processing also, and then to develop clusters also that would help to do the same, right? So let's start with it. We'll start with the basic things that we always do, starting with the launch year of this scheme. So this scheme, it was launched in 2017. This is according to the official website of the government. It says in 2017 it was released. Basically, initially the name was Sampada, and then 2017 this name, it was changed into PM Sampada scheme or Yojana, right? Then coming to the ministry now, because this is related to the food and its processing, conversion on some different items, that is why the ministry that is associated with it is Ministry of Food Processing Industries. I hope that is quite easy to remember, right? Now coming to the next, that is the funds. So basically, who would provide funds for this scheme? So center would be solely responsible, because we have already studied the difference between center sector scheme and sector sponsored scheme in our previous lectures. Again, for those who are new, so center sector scheme is such scheme in which government, it contributes 100% of the funds. That is the center sector, and in case of center sponsored, some part of it, 60% is by center and 40% is by the state, right? So it is a center sector scheme, and in fact this scheme, it was launched during the 14th finance cycle, commission cycle, and at that time the budget that was allocated, that was 6,000 crore. Okay, so this budget allocation, that was for the year 2016-20, right? So this is the summary of this particular scheme. And now coming to the other important one-liners that are important from examination point of view. Coming to the aim, so the aim is creation of modern infrastructure. Okay, we'll read this words by words by breaking it down so that it becomes easier. Here, to create modern infrastructure, as I've already told you, the food processing industry in India, it is not much well developed, right? So here aim is to create this with efficient supply chain management. What does it mean? What does this supply chain management mean? So see, basically supply, you would have to supply something. This term, it's something that that is what it denotes to, right? So here the supply of all the raw materials, that is the fruits, that is the vegetables, right? And to have this efficient supply management means so that the raw material, it could be properly supplied from the farm gate to retail outlet. What does it mean? To take care of everything from the farmer's field to until it is ready for sale, to take care of to make such modern infrastructure that would help to make safe those fruits and vegetables which on other conditions would have rotten. Here is the word perishable. Perishable means perishable goods are those goods that are easily they get easily rotten within few days, right? So that is why fruits, they are perishable, vegetables, that they are perishable, right? So here aim is that. And now key feature, if you talk about this scheme, it is to improve shelf life. So shelf life of what? Shelf life of agriculture products, right? And shelf life is what? It is the time period till which a particular thing it can remain alive, that is the shelf life. So here shelf life of agriculture products and steady revenue to farmers. How the farmer will get steady revenue? See, if modern infrastructure would be developed forward for the food processing industry, but now see, now if the industry has been established, of course they would be needing raw materials, right? So if they would be needing raw materials, who would get benefit? Ultimately the farmers will get benefit, right? So that is why it also helps the whatever fruits that have now grown to have a good shelf life, to remain productive for the consumption, as well as it would help also help with the steady revenue to the farmers. I hope this is clear to you all. Now we'll move ahead and look at what are the different objectives of this particular scheme, starting with creation of modern infrastructure for food processing, that we have already understood in the aim also and in the full form of this also, right? So modern infrastructure would be developed. Why? Because India, it still lacks in it. Coming to the second point, that is to create effective backward and forward linkage. What does it mean? See, if this is Sampada Yojana, backward linkage means what? And forward linkage. Backward, how? Okay, we'll go first with the forward so that you understand the backward. Forward means by creating modern infrastructure for the food processing industry, right? Now how backward? Because for industries you would be needing agriculture products, right? So backward linkage is related to the agriculture and forward linkage, it is related to the food processing and food marketing, right? So this would create an effective backward and forward linkage. What? This particular scheme. Then next is to create robust supply chain infrastructure for perishables. To have such good supply chain, such trucks or whatever things, or maybe ships for exporting to different countries, right? So to have such good supply chain that would help to transfer the perishable items before they gets rotten. All right. So these are the objectives of the scheme. Now see, because this scheme, it is an umbrella scheme. Umbrella scheme means it has many schemes that comes under it, and here we are going to look at what are the different components. So see, this scheme, it has 7 components in it, right? So the first one, it is the mega food parks. Okay, mega food parks are nothing but the infrastructure that would be made for the food processing industries. The second is integrated cold chain and value addition infrastructure. In this I've already made a video because this is also all these are schemes, and this I've already covered because that was in news, and you can check this particular the link of this particular video in the description box below. Then we have infrastructure for agro processing clusters. Talking about this, so this is related to cold chain, means basically to have such trucks and other transportations in which you can even control temperature, so that if you keep perishables in it, by lowering the temperature you can actually increase their shelf life, right? So that is the cold chain management we are talking about here. Next is infrastructure for agro processing cluster. As the name suggests, I don't think I have to explain it more. This would be specially be established in those areas where near the fields of the farmer. Next is human resource and institutions, right? So human resource institution would be made. Then food safety and quality assurance these are, see, all these are, you can just read them and you can understand, right? Next is creation of backward and forward linkage, that we have already covered. And lastly, it is the creation expansion of food processing and preservation capacity, and the name clearly itself suggests that what is this particular thing for, that is to create and expand food processing and preservation capacities, right? So these were all the components that come under this umbrella scheme. Now we'll move ahead and we'll look at that why did we study this. So basically, see, government, this Ministry of Food Processing Industry signed an MOU with Department of Animal Husbandry for the same perspective, that is for the you can say food processing that can be done with the dairy products, right? And yeah, that is for this particular lecture. And now we'll have some revision to see how much do you retain now. So we'll start with the basic things. So the launch year of this scheme, it is 2017 with the ministry, that is Ministry of Food Processing, right? Now next, coming to the fund, so that is a center sector scheme that you know. The aim of the scheme, it is to create modern infrastructure and with efficient supply chain management. Key feature, it is to improve shelf life of agriculture products and steady revenue to farmers. With the objectives, we have creation of modern infrastructure for food processing, then we have to create effective backward and forward linkage, and lastly to create robust supply chain infrastructure for perishables, right? So this is the overall summary for what we have studied. Now here's the homework for you all, and it's the homework is, who is the current Minister of Food Processing Industries, right? So see, in this NABARD examination, just in NABARD phase 2 also of this 2021, a question has been asked that was Piyush Goyal runs which ministry, right? So question from these ministers and the ministries, they could be asked, so you should not neglect that. So you have to comment down and you have to tell me what is the correct answer, and let's look at who are the toppers of our previous class. So many of you have given the right answer. Abhash has said the right answer. Shri, thumbs up. Yeah, Anurag has said the right answer. And then we have Sangeeta, Padma Raju, Janani Selvi, Edge has given the correct answer. Also, we have Shri Gaurav who said the correct answer. Vishwanath said the correct answer. And then Vinay gave a suggestion to make a video on ministry-wide schemes, mind map, and I'll definitely come up with this. Let me cover some more schemes first. But yes, this is now in my wish list to make. So thank you for this suggestion. And then yes, Kiran, she said the right answer, and welcome for the session. And to your answer that please make video on recently launched schemes related to RBI or Finance Ministry. See, any scheme that has been recently launched under finance or by RBI, it is covered under our finance current affairs, right? So there's a series that is going on for that, and we have covered the recent ones. So yeah, in fact the scheme which Himanshu also said me to make, that is RBI retail lending scheme and integrated ombudsman scheme, these both are already covered. So check our finance news section, and in that you will get everything, right? Then Shri also said the right answer, and he also gave additional information that Balwant Rai Mehta of Gujarat, known as the father of Panchayati Raj in India. Next we have Swapnil. Okay, I am very humbled to read this comment, and thank you for appreciating my effort, and it's really good to know that it's helping you, and all the very best. I hope you clear phase 2 also and interview also and make it to the merit list, and maybe we could have an interview together then. And Vivek, yeah, so yeah, welcome. And yeah, all the lecture that we are providing here, that is sufficient for any examination that you are preparing for. So yeah, that is all for in today's class, and do comment down the right answer, and I hope the session was fruitful. If you have any query, comment down below, I'll definitely reply to them, and we'll meet again with another government scheme. Until then, thank you and all the very best for your examination.